reader for today. Don't see the the paper. Can you? Tang Thi, can you be the reader for
ได้ค่ะ
today? ค่ะสาธุค่ะ แล้ว
อันนี้
อันนี้แหละ
มหาอภิวาทะปุตตวชนะจตุราสิทธิธรรมคันธาสหัสามิวิสติอริยมรรคาวิสติสามัญญพละเอกานิพพานะตัวเสพันในประวัติการนิเทิน
Oh, I forgot to share about the Sikkha Nibbana, right? กิปปะโดยเฉียบพลันในประวัติการ Okay. Okay. Now T continue, please.
จำไม่ได้
นะโม
โยอานันทามายาธรรมโมจวินโยตเตสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมะมาชเยนะสัทธาโยโวอานันทามายาธรรมโมจวินโยจเตสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมะมาชเยนะสัทธาโยโวอานันทามยาธรรมโมจาวินโยจเตสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมะมาจเยนะสัทธาพุทธวจนะจุลสิทธิธรรมคันธาสามิคือปรมาทานุตตรสมมาสัมโพธิสมาคนาโกธรรมปัญญาธิกา
นะโมตัสสะ
ภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะมหาภิวาตาปรมาตาเวลาสมมาสัมโพธิปัญญาธิกะทรงบรรเพ็ญมหาบารมี20ประสงค์ไขกำไรสังกะทรงพบปรมาตาอนุราสมมาสัมโพธิ512,028 พุทธตัวเสียกล่าว
นะโม
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะมหาภิวาตาปรมาทาอนุตตรสัมมาสัมโพธิสัทธาธิกาทรงบรรเพ็ญมหาบารมี40ประสงค์ไขกำไรสันตะทรงพบปรมาตาอนุราสัมมาสัมโพธิ1,24,055 พุทธโดยสื่อกล่าว นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะมหาภิวาตาปรมาตาอนุตตรสัมมาสัมโพธิวิริยะธิกาทรงบรรเพ็ญมหาบารมี80ประสงค์ไขกำไรแสนกะทรงพบปรมาตาอนุตตรสัมมาสัมโพธิ248,109 พุทธาโลกา
Okay ค่ะ so the next important thing is about to pay respect to อาจารย์สุชาติ น้องเบน please น้องเบนค่ะ
วิสติอริยมรรคาวิสติสามัญญพละเอกานิพพานะโดยเฉพาะในประวัติการนิเทิน
yeah we have another new one ปาพิญญา
ใจฐานะ
เอกนิพพานะขิปปาพิญญาโดยเฉียบพลันในประวัติการนิเทิน okay so for the next
วิสติอริยมรรคา
uh,
วิสติสามัญญพละเอกานิพพานะขิปปาปิญญาโดยเฉพาะในประวัติการนิเทิน
สาธุสาธุสาธุนวุติอุปถาโมทามิค่ะ okay this is the for every class for me what is the today remember what is today
28
today what is it
28
what is the month
May
May what years?
2021
22
22
Okay, so you would like to be younger, right? Okay, so this is in the normal life we say, oh, you on your country is 28, right? May 2022. In here is 29 because in the morning, okay? And May 2022. Okay, but remember about the Jantarakati or lunar calendar for Kaya in the Puttawachana. So we use about the Jantarakati lunar calendar. So how about what it should be on today is Kalapakasa or Sukkapakasa. Nong Indi.
Size of the moon getting smaller. It is called waning moon.
Yeah, so
Gala
Kalapakasa.
Pakasa.
Okay, Kalapakasa. Okay, so it is a dark, right? It gets smaller, right? And the number, so because it's not the same as 28 or 29 days, right? So it's for the day on the Jantarakati, it should be, if in your country it should be Terasa or 13. In Thai, Jatutasa, okay, it's 14, okay? So, and how about the month? The month is that we said we are a Chitta Masasa, right? About March and April. So this month is the 6th month because we meet each other every the end of the month, right? So this month is the 6th month. We call Kha Masasa, okay? Visakha Masasa, okay? Ben Visakha Masasa. Hello.
Visakha Masasa.
Okay, so this is the name 6th month. Okay, so when we study Sikkha for the Puttawachana, so today is a Kalapakasa. In your country, it's going to be 13. In my country, it's going to be the Jatutasa. Okay. In your country, Terasa. It means, okay. And year, and month is Visakha Masasa. And the year, you still remember, right? Two types of the year that we count Mahaputtha Barinipana. What is mean of a Mahaputtha Barinipana? Nong Tika? What the meaning? Mahaputtha Barinipana.
The day he was enlightened.
Yeah. Barinipana.
The day he was
The day of, right? What is that? Maybe the tea, please. Or Indi, do you know what is the Mahaputtha Barinipana?
My low cup.
ไม่รู้ค่ะ โอเคน้องพลอยรู้ไหมคะน้องพลอยรู้ไหมคะมหาพุทธปรินิพพานไม่รู้เหมือนกัน so we count on the
Pass away.
ค่ะ oh yeah pass away very good so Barinipana is mean pass away or dead, right? In the normal language but for the Buddha we say Barinipana, right? So we count the date. First with the date, the years that Buddha passed away. Its count is 2,565. This is, we use only in Thailand, right? As you say 2022, right? This is for the Christian. So if we are Buddhist, so we should use 2,565 is about the Mahaputtha Barinipana, okay? The other things that you should remember about 2,611 we call Mahaputtha Now Ben, what is meaning of the Mahaputtha Shayanti?
The day Buddha enlightened.
Yeah, very good. So we count on the day of the Buddha enlightenment, okay? So we add up with about 45 years, right? Add up. So it's equal to 2,611. Last month we used 2,610. You still remember, right? But for today, we use 2,611. Why? You have a question? Why is change only 1 month? Why we change to be 2,611? Can have the answer? Maybe not, right? Do you know about the Visakha Busha Day?
ป้าหนุ่ยคะถ้าอย่างนี้เนี่ยปีมหาพุทธปรินิพพานเนี่ยต้องเป็น2566หรือเปล่าคะ
ยังค่ะยังเพราะว่าใช้ของปกติ เพราะเดี๋ยวเราจะสับสนมากเราจะใช้ตรงกับคือจริงๆมันก็ควรจะเป็นงั้นแหละค่ะแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวเราจะเข้าใจผิดเพราะว่ามันในชีวิตประจำวันเราใช้อยู่เลขที่นั้นนะคะแต่ว่ามหาพุทธ มหาพุทธยันตีนี่เราเขาเพราะว่าเป็นปีที่ประสูติตรัสรู้ปรินิพพานตามหลักของพระพุทธศาสนานะคะเรากลัวจะสับสนมาก โอเคนะคะจริงๆก็อย่างที่คุณเปิ้ลว่า so we can change because it start with the new year right รู้จักไหมคะวิสาขบูชาเดย์น้องเบนรู้จักไหมคะน้องพลอยน่าจะรู้จักนะ
Visakha Busha Day
คือ what is
full moon.
yeah full moon good one character is a full moon right and what else
Waxing moon.
ฟูมูลก็ฟูมูล What's important about this day วิสาขบูชาที่แม่เล่าให้ฟังไงที่แบบเกิด enlighten
Oh yeah, the day Buddha enlightened and Buddha died.
เกิดด้วย
God enlightened and died.
yeah very good
During the full moon.
yeah all and the same we sometimes we say the same day it's not exact it's the same sequence day of the year like the full moons of the 15th Sukha Pakasa, right? And on the 6 months Visakha Masasa, right? So we call it a Visakha Busha Day. This year is on Sunday, May 15th, right? What you do anything about Buddhist people do on that day? Have you ever in your country, do they have about the Visakha Busha Day? In USA or in your hometown or your country? You have any activities? No, nothing. Okay, it's as I say that it is one. It is called Dhamma Savana Day. Is in Thai we call one Phra. Okay, usually for the Buddhists we go to temple to do the merit or to do the kusala. Okay, and you can do it in your home by chanting Puttawajana. Okay. This is it's important for the Buddhist people because it's, as you say, that it's the same, the three events in Buddha life, birth, enlightenment, and Barinipana on the same day of the year. This is amazing. Have you ever heard the body can have bond and have things the same at exactly the same day? The same day is mean this the full moon Supakasa 15 days on the 6 months of the year. Okay. So this is, I show you this picture. Maybe next time we go to India so we can come to visit this place called Lumpini One. Okay. And this is a stone pillar. Lumpini is in Nepal country. This is the birthplace for the Princess Katha Kuman. But it's not in the, it's in the Nepal, right? Usually during the Buddha era, this is a public park for relaxation, halfway between the city of the Kabilipat and Tewataha, near the bank of Rohini River. After Buddha Barinipana, King Asoka Maharaja built a large stone pillar to stress that this is the place that Buddha was. We call this as a stone pillar as Asoka pillar. Okay. ภาษาไทย we say เสาพระเจ้าอโศก but this is not a full complete stone pillar because it was destroyed by some people in the past. So this is just remain some part of them, and this is the place that Buddha was born. The second place related to the Visakha is the Buddha enlightenment. Usually in present, we call this Tetiya, okay? And people call it the Puttaka. But because it's, if you would like to, you know, as we study in Abhidhamma, so we call this Ulu Vela Sena Nikama Poti. Okay, can you follow the reading? Uru Sena Nikama Poti. Please turn your microphone. I can hear what you say.
อุรุเวลาเสนานิคมโพธิ
Thank you, but to hear from the children, how น้องแบน read it. อุรุเวลาเสนานิคม
Ruvena Sena Nikama Poti.
Yes, good. Uru Vera. Is this because it's a Tambon Uru Vera? Okay. So every time other people will call Puttakaya, but our group is a Uru Anikama Poti. Okay. This is show if next time if you have a chance to India, this is the Jediya, and this is the area around the Jedi Uruvela Senadikum Poti. And the other important about the Poti, you can see this is in the back Vihara. Okay, this is the Buddha, and we call Sahachata. This Poti born the same times as the Buddha. Okay, but the present one is the fourth Poti, you know, but this is Poti 3 is the Sahachata. It means born as Prince Siddhartha. Okay, we call Sahachata. And usually when we call Poti, it means the tree that Buddha sit while he enlightenment. We call Poti. But of this tree is Asatapruk. Okay. Every tree, because many previous Buddha that Buddha sit and enlightenment, we call Poti tree. Okay. For this princess, after he sit and we call, and he become a Buddha, so we call Asatapruk as a Poti tree. Okay. So this, we can walk around here about this the we say in the front of that. This is the same. Okay. This we walk around here. Okay. We can walk around Vihara, and in the back, this is the place that Buddha sit and enlightenment. Okay, under the Poti tree. Okay, I say, okay, every tree, whatever tree names, but after Buddha sit under there and enlightenment, so we call Poti. Okay, in the why the Buddha during the after Buddha enlightenment 7 weeks, Buddha go around this area. In the first week, Buddha consider about the Patijjasamuppada. Okay, can you read follow me?
7 weeks after Barinipana, right?
After enlightenment, at that week, the first week, he
So
consider
how old was he when he died?
Patijjasamuppada. How okay? You can ask me, right? How old he died? 80, right? Right? Do you want to know the age, right? Of Buddha when
ใช่
Buddha Barinipana? Yeah,
80?
80. Right?
Okay.
Okay, very good. I love you to have question. Okay, and but in during the after 7 weeks after enlightenment, he stay during that area. The first week, he consider about the Patijjasamuppada. You remember Poti Katha, right? Have you ever heard about Poti Katha?น้องที remember Poti Katha จำได้ไหมคะ
ไม่ได้
จำไม่ได้ โอเค
อะไรเหรอบ
ทที่พระพุทธเจ้าตรัสรู้อะค่ะ
จำไม่ได้
จำไม่ได้โอเคไม่เป็นไรค่ะ in that Hotikatha this is consider about the ปฏิจจสมุปบาท 12 อวิชชา
That's what
ปัจจยสังขาราสังขารปัจจยา have you ever heard that
right.
yeah I think that you might can remember it all right โพธิกถา
ปฏิจจสมุปบาทแปลว่าอะไร
แปลว่า the cycle of life but it's a เหตุ to make people make have a cycle of life you have born and dead and you have 31 bhumi to go this is the patijja Buddha knows about the cause right so this very key important for Buddhism the patijja samuppada can you read it ปฏิจจสมุปบาท Hindi ปฏิจจสมุปบาท ปฏิจจสมุปบาท read I will write you
What?
to pronounce it ปฏิจจ
ปฏิจจสมุปบาท
yeah it is composed of two and is can all those Buddha knows about the cycle of life and the same times they can consider to stop it okay so that we are going to study about that too everything that we study is about the patijja samuppada okay and for the second weeks Buddha at the because it's have a question about the Teva why the Buddha still sit on the on the place on the same place never move at the first week so they consider that because Teva don't know that the Buddha already enlightenment Buddha go to Animisajetiya I just explain to you is next time we have more detail on that so just know about that week of 7 weeks that Buddha what he on the third week he do about the Jangama Jediya so he about the Chitta do you remember Jangama Chitta 19 Jangama Chitta 19
จำไม่ได้ครับ
จำไม่ได้ค่ะ okay next time we explain about that okay for the fourth week would consider about the Latana Kala Jediya he consider about the Abhidhamma okay and the fifth week he Achapala Nikod so the Marathira who be the Bodhisattva asked to explain them about that they don't do the Parami 10 yet so he only be the Bodhisattva okay and the 6th week Buddha go to the tree at that time they have big naka is mean a big snake to protect you can see in the Buddha statue right have nakro this is then a big snake that have protect Buddha dealing at that week and the 7 weeks is
The
about
dragon thing ใช่ไหม
ใครคะอะไรนะ
ที่ the snake thing ใช่ไหม
yeah you can see like we have maybe 7 It's of the
Oh, and then
right protect Buddha, you
มัน
know,
มันเรียกว่าอะไร
a big snake. We have the Buddha, not image, Buddha statue that have some they show about the Naka, the snake, a big snake to protect the Buddha during he sits under the Mutterin, right? Okay.
คือพญานาคใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ค่ะใช่
พญานาคใช่ไหม
เขาเรียกว่าอะไร
พญานาคก็คืองูอะลูกงูที่อยู่ที่หน้าวัดน่ะจำได้ปะที่แม่เคยชี้ให้ดูที่หน้าวัดที่ไทยแลนด์อะจะมีพญานาคอะจำได้ไหมนั่นคือนาคที่มา protect บุตดานะ
And on the 7 weeks is this is the Buddha sit under the Rashayatana tree, and this is the 2 upasaka, the first 2 upasaka who give the food, the first for Buddha. After 7 weeks, he didn't eat anything. Okay, so he give the satu. Satu is mean a type of food like a starch. He can make as a ball and give to Buddha. Okay, and this week is one important thing happened about the Jatu Lokaban. Is this Teva on the Jatu Maharashika 4 Teva give bath for Buddha, but they have Buddha built it as a 1 bowl pata to receive the food from Tapusa and Palika Upasaka. Okay, just listen, but an image. 7 weeks Buddha didn't eat anything. Tapusa and Palika Upasaka come to visit Buddha when he sit under Rashayatana tree and give food, but Buddha don't have any, plate to receive the food. So Teva 4 Teva on Jatu 4 place give Buddha as a 1 bowl pata, because Buddha use only 1, right? Make it as a 1 bowl, 1 pata to receive the food from Tapusa and Palika. Okay, so have you ever seen when Bhikkhu or Bhikkhuni use bath to receive the food, right? Have you ever seen bath? When Bhikkhuni come to your home, do they what they have to take to receive the?
เราใช้บาตร
Yeah, that's the one that I explained. It start the first bata for, because this is just the first meal of the Buddha. Okay, so that is the start with bata to receive the food. Okay. The questions that you asked about the Patipata 12 is composed with Avisha, Sang, Vinyan, Namarupa, Sarayatana, Phassa, Vedana, Tanha, Upatan, Shat, Chala, Morana. This is all 12 about the Patijasmupata. However, sometimes they group Patijasmuppata has a 4 group. We call Sankep. Sankep in normal language is translated as abbreviation or summary. But for Sikkha, we say it is the profile Sikkha in each group of Patijasmuppata. It means Sankep 1 is mean Avisha and Sankhan. Sankep 2 is Marup Salayatana Phassa Vedana. 3 is about Tanha Upatan Pop, and Sankep 4 is the Chat Shara Morana. Okay, you just familiar with this word. Okay, we call Sankep. Sankep divide into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means we profiling Sikkha in each group of Patijassamupata. Avisha Sankhan, the first Sankep. Second Sankep is Vinyan Namarupa, Sarayatana Phassa Vedana. And the third Sankha is Tanha Upatan Pop. And the last one is Chat Shara Morana. Okay, so you will familiar with about the Patijassamupata, which have the 12 of them. Okay, Avisha Sankhan, Vinyanam Rup Salayatana Phassa Vedana Tanha Upatan Pop Chat Shara Morana. When this we continue Chat Shara Ka Pariteva Tukha Tomanat Upayasa. This is show Kotikatha. Okay.
ป้าหนุ่ยคะก็ลองนับดูแล้วมันมี13อะ
อันนี้ก็จะอยู่ด้วยกันค่ะ ชาติชรามรณะอยู่ด้วยกันค่ะ
นับเป็น1เหรอคะหรือนับเป็น2
นับเป็น1ค่ะ ชาติชรามรณะ
เพราะงั้นมันก็ขาด
ชาติ1ชรามรณะก็คืออันนี้ค่ะ ไม่ชาติ
อ๋อชาติเป็น1ชรามรณะเป็น1
ค่ะ
เป็นทั้งนั้นทั้งหมด
Oh, mm.
ตอนแรกก็เพราะว่านับมาเรายังมีโสกะปริเทวะทุกขะโทมนัสอุปายาสะ so and that is the ทุกขะ is composed is ทุกขะ after marana is all the ทุกขะโสกะปริเทวะทุกขะโทมนัสอุปายาสะ okay but in the Patijassamupata 12 count is Avisha Sankhan, the first group, Sankep 1. Vinyanam Rup Salayatana Phassa Vedana is Sankep 2. Tanha Upatan Pop, Sankep 3. And the last one, Chat Shara Morana is the Sankep 4. Okay. The last event is the Barinipana place. Is in the Kusinala. This is Vihan, and this is the place that Buddha passed away. It's here in front of the place to Sala tree. Okay. And inside of the Vihara, they have the Buddha statue inside. We call Barinipana Buddha statue. Okay. At present, this is in the picture in the past, but at the present time, they have the fence around here to protect people to come back to the Buddha statue. And this place usually is in the Sala forest. It means at that area have a lot of Sala tree. Okay, that place was the place of Buddha, the other Buddha Barinipana to Pussa Buddha. Okay, so the place that Buddha Barinipana is in, we call Kusinara in the India. Okay. Remember that we
ป้าหน่อย when เขาเผา Buddha ไปเขา put ashes ที่ไหน
It's the 7 days after Barinipana. We call I didn't show that. We call the the other place that we say ถวายสรีพุทธสรีระถวายพระเพลิง for the Buddha is another place when we call I forgot the name
มกุฏธนะ
มกุฏพันธะ
พันธะ
เจติยะมกุฏพันธนะเจติยะ
เขาเก็บขี้เถ้าเอาไว้เหรอคะ
อ๋อไม่ได้เก็บค่ะไม่มีค่ะเพราะว่ามันจะเป็นit will be the you know relic right Buddha relic and all that we
เขาเก็บแค่กระดูกที่เหลือใช่ไหมคะเป็นที่แบบว่า remain นิ่งที่เหลือจากการที่เผาแล้วอย่างนี้เหรอคะ
ค่ะเพราะว่าจริงๆมีค่ะเขาก็เก็บเหมือนกันแต่ว่าเขาไม่ได้ explain about the ขี้เถ้าเพราะว่ามันจะไม่ได้เป็นขี้เถ้าหรอกจะเป็นก็เลยrelic อ่ะเป็นก็เลยอะไร
กระดูกเหรอ
ไม่ใช่กระดูกเขาเรียกว่าอะไร
อภิ
พระธาตุพระธาตุ
ก็เรียกพระธาตุwe call พระธาตุพุทธ
ธาตุ
พระธาตุ because it's the characteristic is different from normal people
พระธาตุพระธาตุก็คือกระดูกที่เหลือของพุทธเจ้าใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ค่ะ
โอนใช่ไหมคะ
ค่ะใช่ usually some people they say this is the ธาตุพระธาตุ Buddha relic Buddha relic it is a พระธาตุ but in Arahanta each person have different types of พระธาตุ okay so when we have some time we talk about the for many Arahanta because it's characteristic of the bone after ถวายพระเพลิง they have a different types for the Buddha is have a characteristic very special characteristic okay
ไม่เป็น got it
okay and for the next year Visakha Busha is on the 5th May 2023 and 22 May is on 2024 and 11 May 2025 the first May is 2026 is the Visakha Busha because this is a full moon, right? Full moon 15 night on the 6th month of the year we call Busha Day. Okay, so remember, I didn't hear the what did you do on the Visakha Day? คุณแม่ให้ทำอะไรปะคะ on Visakha Day? หมอนุ่มให้ทำอะไรปะคะน้องที on Visakha Day?
มาทั้งทีไม่ได้ให้ทีทำอะไรเลย
ให้สวดมนต์อย่างเดียวเหรอคะ
ไม่เลยทีแค่ไม่ได้รู้เลย
เธอไม่ได้รู้เลยเหรอคะนี่
ทำอะไร
แบนท่อง
เราได้ท่องจิตตะ
okay very good
กับ
so
ทำจิโร่2 ที
okay although you don't near to the temple Thai temple or Buddhist temple you can do the บุญญกริยาวัตถุ 10 right น้องพลอยล่ะคะอยู่เมืองไทยน้องพลอยทำอะไรบ้างน้องพลอยได้ยินไหมคะน้องพลอยทำอะไรบ้างคะ on Visakha Day คิดดูก่อนทำอะไรบ้างคะสวดมนต์ไหมสวดอะไรคะสวดอะไร
121
ำได้ไหมสวดอะไรบ้างสวดนึกไม่ออก did that 12 okay right so although we did not go to the temple but you can do the bunya kriya vatu 10 right ทัสสะบุญญกริยาวัตถุ they have 10 items right ทานศีล you still remember บุญญทัสสะบุญญกริยาวัตถุ right ทานศีลภาวนาอัปปัจจยนะเวยวัจจะปฏิทานปตานุโมธรรมสวนะธรรมเทศนาทิฏฐุชุกรรม you can do 10 things that for kusala things because it's a special day, right? Okay. Let's talk about the tassa satatam, right? Divide into pariyatta, patipatti, and pativeta. And last time we say about pariyatta. What is the pariyatta? Pariyatta is about the 84,000 Dhammakantha. Remember, pariyatta, okay, is 84,000 Dhammakantha. And is about the Bukkala 8 Bukkala. And Pativeta is mean about the Nibbana. So I will explain more about the Pariyatti. Pariyatti is mean, although we say that it's equal to the 84,000 Dhammakantha, but it can divide it into three types. The first we call Alakatupama Pariyatti. Alakatupama Pariyatti. Cindy, can you pronounce it?
Alakatupa pariyatti.
Okay. น้องที number 2 นิสรณัตถปริยัตติ
นิสรณัตถปริยัตติ
Okay. น้องเบน that's the number 3 พันธาปริยัตติ น้องเบนคะพันธาคาริยปริยัตติ น้องเบนอยู่ไหมคะ
ทาน
พันธา
พัน
คา
พัน
ริย
ทการิยา
ปริยัต
ป
ติ
ริยาญาติ
ยัตติ
ยัตติ
ปริยัติ
พันธาคาริยปริยัตติ so they although they we call but they are different. I would like to stress about the alupama pariyatti because it means that you, the person who study pariyatti, but they just pick one that they like or they think that they understand, but they don't study all 84,000 Dhammakantha. It can compare as that you catch a tail of a snake, you have a chosen by a snake. It means you don't understand it, but but you use it to explain to other people. Just like to say about, you can see nowadays we explain about the samadhi, right? They do a lot of things. They breathe in and breathe out, and they say, is this samadhi? Okay. Or sometimes they just walk step by step and say they do samadhi by walking, right? This is type of alakatupama pariyatti. It means you pick something that you, maybe you use the same words as Buddha used it, but it's the different, just like in a world language, but not in the Buddha language. Okay. So every time people don't know a lot, but they try to speak as a Buddha word, it's mean alakatu pama pariyati. Okay. Or sometimes they study only one Pitaka. They didn't study about 3 of them because Tipitaka, right? Tipitaka. they have Dhamma of Buddha, 84,000 Dhammakanta, composed of Vinaya, Sutanta, and Abhidhamma, right? And now we are going to study about all of them. I show you some about the Sutanta, okay? About the Visakha, because about the explain about the Buddha, have the events that happen about Buddha, and at the same time, composed with the Abhidhamma at that time, because we have to learn more, but we have to know all of these, 84,000 Dhammakanta. But if you just pick one of them and you explain and you understand it, the wrong one, it means you be a lakatu pama pariyati. Okay. As you, sometimes they explain about Sutanta. Sometimes most people would like to know about the story, you know, they just learn their Sutanta, who about the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta that have Anya Gotanya Thera was enlightenment with Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. And they just fix only the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. It means they be a lakatu pama pariyati, because they didn't understand all of the Dhamma that Buddha would like to explain. Because in the Sutanta have Abhidhamma, but if you don't study Abhidhamma, so you don't understand, because that is only just the result for the Anya, Gotanya, and Panjavaki Thera. Okay, that's why this is type of pariyati. Okay, the second is Nisaranata pariyati. It means that we Sikkha, Kuttavajana 84,000 Dhammakanta, in order to reach the Nibbana. It means you have to continue study all 84,000 Dhammakanta. So we aims to be the Nibbana. So it's called Nisaranata pariyati. Okay. And the last one is Panthakariya pariyati. It means the person who be already enlightenment as a Lokutala Bukhala, about start with the Sota, Panna, Sakatakami, Anakami, and Arahanta. This group of people that already know 84,000 Dhammakanta and can clarify and explain all the Dhamma to other people. So this Dhamma Panthakariya pariyati is mean the person who already has this 84,000 in them, so they can explain and clarify about the Dhamma. So because pariyati has been 3 types, alakatu pariyat, this one is very, have to be careful, because sometimes we just pick one that we like it, we appreciate about these words, but we didn't study all the 84,000 Dhammakanta. It can be Pama pariyati. Okay. The best way is you have to continue study about the 84,000 Dhammakanta. We start with what we should to study about the 84,000 Dhammakanta. What we should start to Sikkha. The first step.
What?
But we should start to study or Sikkaya?
We said it lagged.
You already did it, right? You start 121. And else, what else?
121 stop.
And Cetasika, 52.
52.
And Rupa,
28.
yeah, 28. And we go to the Nibbana, right? So we are going to be the Nisarana Pariyatti. Okay, so we aim to go to the Nibbana. Okay, so we have to continuing study 84,000, to study to Sikkaya until we go to the Pantaka. It means we go to enlightenment as a Lokuttara, the Sota Patimak, Sota Patipala, Anaka Sakatakami Maka, Sakatakami Pala, Maka, Anakami Pala, Alahata Maka, and Alahata Pala. This is the 8th person we call Patipati. Okay. After we have Pariyatti, if we study and know, get through all, so we enlighten via Ukala 8. We go to the Nibbana Pativeta. Okay. The person who don't know Pariyatti, it means you to the Buddha, because it means we can call another thing is a Sankapeta. It means we don't follow what the Buddha teaching. Okay. This is the thing we call Payasana that block us or obstacle to prevent from having opportunity to Sikkaya Puttavajana. Buddha explained about Payasana have the 5 groups of them. The first is Yati Payasana. The second is Phokha Payasana. The third is Rokha Payasana. The fourth is Sila Payasana. And the last one, very important, is Tithi. The meaning of Payasana is mean that obstacle, every danger things that prevent us to Sikkaya. I will explain more about Yati Payasana, the first one. What happened is, right? Wedding, right? If you have a boyfriend, girlfriends, they don't want you to study Sikkha. So he's stuck you not to study, right? We call Yati Payasana. All those in the family, sometimes the other people just like not in Papa family, right? Because you support all. But some family, the husband don't want the wife to go to Sikkaya. So we call Payasana. Maybe it's because of the kids, you have to taking care of kids. You cannot go anywhere. So time to study Dhamma, the Yati Payasana. Okay. Understand? Right? Anybody that stuck you from to Sikkaya, we call Yati Payasana. Oh, you have a baby. Oh, very cute. You don't want to go to Sikkaya because you would like to taking care of a baby. We call Yati Payasana too, right? You have a, kitty, right? Cat, dogs that you help them, you feed them. So you cannot go anywhere because nobody will taking care of our Kitty, right? This is the Payasana for your body. Or Lokha Payasana. Oh, Pokah. Oh, we have a lot of money at home. I cannot go anywhere, right? Because, oh, I don't want it, lost it. So I have to, stay with them, stay with it, because you protect it from, so you cannot go anywhere. This is a Pokah Payasana, okay? And Lokha Payasana is mean about because you get sick or you have a headache, you have a stomach ache, right? So it is a Lokha Payasana. It means to prevent you to go to the Sikkha. Sila Payasana is mean you don't know about the Sila and understanding about that. This can be cause you to protect you to. And also the last one is very important is Tithi. Tithi Payasana is mean your understanding, right? Your misunderstanding, your misconception, you don't have any knowledge about Buddha Dhamma. Tithi, ความคิด, right? Because you to protect you to study or Sikkha. That is the 5 groups of Payasana that stop you to prevent you to Sikkha. But in our group, we have a good opportunity, right? We don't have these kind of things that to protect you. Sometimes we lazy, right? Don't want to go to wake up to study because it's too early for me to wake up to study, right? This can be a Lokha Payasana, right? Sleepy, right? This can be 5 types of obstacle things that prevent us to have a chance to study. Okay. Is there any questions? I think it's a little bit late, 7 minutes. Understand for today? Usually I to go to Pati. Because last time we talked about 4 of Bukkala, right? We talk about the 12 Bukkala. We have Tukkati, Tukkati, Tavi, and Tihetuka Bukkala. And this time we are going to continue with Tipati about the local 8-person Bukkala. So maybe next time. So for today, you understand about Visakha, right? What is the Visakha Busha Day? Indeed, what is the Visakha Busha Day?
Visakha Pusha Dayคือวัน Buddha
full
enlightenment.
moon, full moon and
What
the
about
day
full moon?
Buddha born, enlightened, God die.
Yeah, very good.
Barinipana.
Barinipana. Yeah, very good. And how about the Payasana? Payasana 5. We just talked about that. Payasana 5. Remember? Yati. Do you have any Yati Payasana that block you not to study Sikkha? No, right? You don't have Yati Payasana. But be careful because sometimes when you grow up, we have some people come into your life, maybe block you to continue in Sikkha. Okay? We call Yati Payasana. And also Pokah Payasana, you want to make money so you don't have time to go to Sikkha, right? We call Pokah Payasana. And the third is Lokha Payasana. You can get sick, have symptoms like we feel dose, we headache, we stomach ache. So it's protect us from Sikkha. And Sila Payasana. So you misunderstanding about the sila, so block you from the Sikkha. And also very important first one is Titti Payasana. It means your think, your idea, block it to go to Sikkha. Okay. Very good, everybody. Is there any questions? Do you have any question? Sankiti.
มันมีครับ
มีไหมครับ ไม่มีครับ เข้าใจนะครับคราวหน้าเราก็ยังจะถามวันที่กันอยู่เนาะ next time I still continue asking about the date, the month, because I would like you to get bunya about the, about the number. Is important you when you study about the Putta Vajana, because number show in many groups of Chitta or Cetasika or Rupa or a group, so that it's gonna be keywords to explain you how many of them. Okay, so next time, who will be the leaders next time? I didn't hear yet. Sankiti, do you have any question? Sankiti. Hello. Sankiti.
พี่กิตอบมาในแชทแล้วโน
No, okay. ไม่เห็นไม่ได้ดู Okay. If no questions, I hope that you remember Visakha at least. Okay. Next time we go to Lokutala. I think it might be too difficult for you. Maybe because I will explain about the Sotapanna, Sotapatimaka, what we Pahana. I think may difficult. So I'm gonna share next time. Okay. So just remember, Pati is mean Lokutala person, 8 person. Satatam 10. Tassa Satatam is mean Pariyatti 1, Pati 8, and Pativeta 1 is composed as 10 is Tassa Satatam. Okay. So don't serious. It's just clear with the words. You have a lot of time to study. Okay. If it has no questions, so we end of the class for today. Okay. So we pay respect to Ajahn Suchat, no? Is there any Aye here? No, right? Because Aye go to Layong to Sak home. Okay. So pay respect to Ajahn Suchat. Visati Ariyamakha.
วิสติอริยมรรคาวิสติสามัญญาภวะเอกานิพพานะโดยเฉพาะ
คิปปาปิญญาน้ำผิดปาปิญญาโดยเฉียบปาเอาไหมคะเอาไหมวิสติอริยมรรคาวิสติสาเอกนิพพานะขิปปาปิญญาพลันในประวัติการนิเทินสาธุสาธุสาธุนาวุติอุปนิโมทามิ so Ajahn would like you to share plan. Papinya is in certain, enlightenment. Okay. If we add up Kippa Pinya โดยเฉียบพลันในประวัติการนิเทินสาธุนะคะสาธุคุณแม่ทุกท่านด้วยค่ะ
สาธุอนุโมทนาครับป้าหนุ่ย
ค่ะสาธุค่ะ
สาธุอนุโมทนาเพื่อนหญิงและธรรมจารย์ทุกท่านทุกท่าน
สาธุค่ะมันหนูจะต่อน้องพลอยอินไทยไหมน้องพลอยแล้ว
มาไป น้องพลอยไม่ไหว โอเคค่ะสาธุทุกคนนะคะ อุตส่าห์มาเข้าฟัง
สาธุ
สาธุค่ะป้าหน่อย
ค่ะเอาป้าปิงจะว่าไงป้าปิงจะโชว์เลยไหม
ตั้งใจเขาฟังกันนะ สาธุ
โชว์อะไร
เองจะดูให้ดูอะไรที่ว่า
อ๋อ ก็ที่อยู่ใน